The Green Party is proposing a new private jet tax as part of its alternative budget to help pay for free early childhood education. The Prime Minister labelled it madness, but National is facing criticism of its own early childhood education policy, with revelations nearly a quarter of the money spent so far on Family Boost has gone towards administration costs, not parents. It came as the government unveiled its latest pre-budget announcement, $140 million to tackle truancy. Zane Small has the latest.
David Seymour pulling out all the tricks and policies to get kids to go to school.
We firmly believe that the number one determinant of what will make New Zealand a success in 10, 20, 50 years' time is how many children show up at school today.
He unveiled the latest pre-budget announcement, $140 million over 4 years to tackle truancy.
That means that we will be increasing by roughly 50% the amount of money that goes into the attendance service.
The latest review of truancy in New Zealand found that chronic absence rates had doubled in secondary schools and nearly tripled in primary schools since 2015. But only 22 schools make up about 10% of the total chronic absence across the country.
In the case of schools with particularly poor attendance or large challenges, there will be additional funding for in-house full-time equivalents to help with their challenge.
Back at Parliament, though, it was a preschool policy from 2 years ago that the opposition focused on today. National's flagship Family Boost scheme. It promised a rebate of up to 25% of the cost of early childhood education.
Up to $975 direct into your bank account for the past 3 months.
But Labour has learned that of the $62 million that's so far been spent under Family Boost, nearly a quarter, about $14 million, has gone towards administration costs, even after these comments from Christopher Luxon in 2023.
Look, our view is it doesn't cost much more to administer at all because we already have these existing mechanisms.
I think the government have come up with a scheme that makes it very hard for families to benefit from it.
We thought there'd be an easy IT fix. It wasn't as easy as we thought.
It comes after last month's revelation that only 249 households received the full Family Boost payment, despite a prediction that tens of thousands would be eligible.
Based on official modelling, around 21,000 families would be entitled to the full payment.
The Greens today promised that under their alternative budget, early childhood education would be free.
We believe that all children, no matter where they are born in this country, should get high quality, free early childhood education. The
Greens would be counting on $88 billion in new revenue, funded once again by a wealth tax and this time a private jet tax. A fee of $5,000 per passenger for arrivals and departures. It was only a few months ago when the private jet of rap artist Diddy mysteriously landed in Auckland.
We've seen a doubling of private jets landing in this country in the last 10 years. So this is putting a stake in the ground and saying, hey, look, they should pay a little bit for doing so.
Paul Aston, who manages charter flights, says a private jet tax would have a significant impact on the industry.
You'd see high net worth travellers deciding not to travel to New Zealand. Therefore, the flow on through lodges, private cars, tours would be substantial.
The whole thing's madness, right? I mean, it is totally mad.
The Deputy Prime Minister likened the Greens to communists.
Well, I got the manifesto by Chloe Marx and Marama Engels. Here it is here. If you have a look at page 2, you'll see what it's all about.
As for the Green Party's potential coalition partner,
it's not something that I have looked at.
Today's pre-budget conversation bouncing around a bit as political parties jostle for possession of the narrative.